Ladies and gentlemen, we're certainly glad to be here tonight.
Welcome to the Moon Men Podcast.
Don't be afraid.
A little escapade of mine involving a couple of planets which shall be nameless.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Sanchez when he solved this, so it was like what, 3 minutes?
Something like that. Which I'm a lot faster. Fucking wires, man. I'm so sorry. The audio's gonna sound shit. The wires all on my foot.
You're not used to sitting right there.
No.
Now you know what I go through.
This is fucking weird. Okay.
You go through back problems, I go through wire problems. I feel like I should back up.
Yeah, now you can actually see your audio and see how fucking terrible you are with it.
Well, I think, okay, I feel like I'm at a good pace now.
Okay.
So last night I was going through my HBO Max, like my list, like things I want to watch, and a couple months ago I put on a movie called City Lights from the 1930s, and I started and I was telling my mom, like, oh yeah, I'm watching this movie from the 1930s. She's like, oh yeah, why? I'm like, I don't know. They're not talking. They just do, like, they just mouth their things.
And then the black screen pops up with the word, right?
Sometimes. And when you're listening to it, they're like beep 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 beep. They're like that's how it sounds like.
Really?
Yeah. But they're more expressive with their body movements to see if they're to show their expression. My mom asked me again. She's like, "Hey, when was this movie released?" I'm like, "Oh, in 1931, around the time you were born." And then she got mad because I was basically calling her old.
She was born in 31?
No, she was born in 63.
Oh, I was about to say. My tata was born in 32.
So he could have realistically watched this movie.
Yeah, probably.
It has Charlie Chaplin in it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Because the only silent movie I've seen was Charlie Chaplin's The Boy or The Child, something like that. Mm-hmm. I watched it when I was a caregiver. One of my patients threw it on. I
wonder how people like could watch that now. Like I was getting bored watching it.
Well, he grew up with it, obviously, so right. he was watching it. And then I was watching it because that's when I was in like my 20s phase, you know. And I was like, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen." But now I can't remember what the fuck it was about.
Can you watch movies like that now?
Yeah. I watch a lot of old media like that. I think also because I grew up with it, so it doesn't affect me as much. You know,
I'm just watching it because it was suggested. Like, if you want to be a filmmaker, there's one of these movies you gotta watch.
Do you think you could watch like the Twilight Zone, the original show now?
I don't know. I have to what's it on?
I think right now it's on Hulu, but you need a live TV subscription.
Oh, I have it. I have a live TV subscription.
You do?
Yeah.
Can you send me your account? I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
Sick. Because my account doesn't have it.
I'm weird because I like 1 week I'll be straight the moment we start recording. Did you notice when we weren't recording it wasn't going?
Yeah, there was maybe like one. We're recording in the middle of the day again. So there's gonna be jets flying up. It's been a while since we had to go through under these silences, huh?
Like I was saying, I'm weird because when it comes to the streaming services, 1 week I'm on Netflix the whole week. The next week I'm on Hulu. The week after that I'm on Paramount Plus. The week after that I'm on Peacock. It's weird. I'm weird.
Yeah. The weird thing about me is I don't use streaming services.
I mean, the only one to use is YouTube. But
that's literally my main source of entertainment right there. If I'm bored, I watch YouTube. I want to relax, I watch YouTube. If I want to watch TV, I watch YouTube. Right? Sometimes, very, very rarely, I'll log into my brother's Netflix account, and then I'll watch some things on his account, like I'll watch documentaries. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, like I'm not on streaming.
Because I've noticed that you've been posting on your Letterboxd.
Yeah, because I was watching some movies with my dad, and I watched The Wolf of Wall Street recently. So,
what's that one on?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, damn, that's the only one I will have.
Yeah.
If
you have a Prime subscription, you can watch it for free.
I only get Amazon Prime when Invincible comes out.
What is it?
You know what Invincible is?
No.
It's a superhero show, but it's cartoons. Like, it's animated.
Oh, okay. I think I have seen that.
It's just
yeah, it looks really cringy.
It's not that cringy. Like the names of the superheroes are, but like overall, it's not a cringy show.
Like, people say it's different from regular superhero shows, but to me it looked really cringy when I saw it.
Are you sure you're not confusing with The Boys?
No, that one's cringy too. But that's real life, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's live action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't use any of the streaming services like that because I don't really watch TV anymore, to be honest. Like YouTube, sure, but like, what's on your YouTube feed? Me and my brother were going over this the other day.
Mine is mainly a lot of filmmaking stuff and FaZe Clan stuff.
I forgot on his, it was a lot of like anime stuff and just like YouTuber stuff, I guess.
A lot of like Vsauce videos. Remember how Vsauce used to do like informational videos?
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of, not specifically his, another YouTuber, but I get a lot of those.
Yeah, on mine now, there's only two types of content. It's the self-help content, right? Like philosophy, psychology, you steal these tricks, how to make $1 million, that type of shit. And then on the flip side, it's all, holy shit, my mind just went blank. What the fuck is it? Oh, it's all informational videos like yours. So it's like Thoughty 2, the Y Files, Vsauce.
Do you watch Aperture?
No.
Aperture?
No.
I think that's how you say it.
Have you seen the fuck is his name? What's happening to my mind?
I think it's that chair, dude, because you know how sometimes I just blink. I think it's because of the chair.
It's the chair. This chair is cursed. It's the blank chair.
Yeah, because have you noticed that I've been talking more than you?
Yeah, you've been doing good today. Yeah, I gotta get out of this chair. Anyways, I Did a Thing. That's his name.
Oh no, I never heard.
I like his channel. I watch a lot of weird like history channels and like conspiracy channels, that kind of thing. I'm very boring.
Oh, and wrestling for me too.
Oh yeah, wrestling.
You get wrestling too?
No.
Oh.
No, I get like combat sports stuff, but like, anyway, welcome back to the Moon Man Podcast, everybody. I'm your host Devin, and I'm here with your co-host Eddie. Say hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Whoa!
What was the
that's
thing?
monumental.
What was that thing you wanted to tell me on the show?
Oh, okay. So this is kind of big. Yeah, it's kind of big because it should happen. Okay, so I'm going to Japan in October.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What?
So I won't get into the details here on the show. I'll tell you. But one of my family members' coworkers is going to a trip to Japan.
Fuck.
They know me, and they know my brother, and they know that we're really into like anime things, and like we love Japan culture, right? Japanese culture. Ugh. So they invited us kind of as like a casual little thing, but then my family members started like inquiring about it a little bit more. And they're like, no, it's a genuine offer. Like, you guys can come with us. We're going in October. And so right now, me and my brother are going to go, and we're about to get our passports so that we can go to Japan. So in October, we're going to fly out to Japan.
How long are you going to be gone for?
Like 2 weeks.
Fuck.
Why?
We're gonna have to record a lot.
No, we could do a remote, and then I could give updates from Japan. Oh wait, no, we're gonna have a busy schedule. We'll probably have to record, pre-record.
Yeah. Luckily, it's the spooky hour, so we don't really have to talk about.
Yeah, we won't have to come up with things. We'll just find topics.
Yeah.
And then, go on there.
Okay.
Also, yeah, we should announce that this coming October is the return of the spooky hour. So. The entire month of October, we're going to be doing spooky topics, light topics, because we're not going to freak out Eddie. And then we'll do a Halloween special that I'm kind of planning in my head right now, but we won't get into that.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to be going to Japan.
That's pretty sick.
It's pretty fucking badass.
You have to start vlogging.
Should I vlog?
Yeah.
Like seriously vlog?
Not seriously vlog, but more like cinematic vlogs. Like that's a lot of my TikTok feed too. Like I get a lot of cinematic videos.
Cinematic vlog. Well, I did. Okay, I don't know if I should put this out there, but I did vlog for my personal YouTube channel that I was starting for like my writing and stuff, right? I recorded it. It's gonna be titled "The Day in the Life of a Failure." I think I told you.
No, you didn't tell me.
I didn't.
I would have shitted on you for that name.
Because it's like supposed to be a gag, right?
I like the name. I actually like the name.
Everyone's doing like the day in the life of a podcaster, day in the life of a millionaire, the day in the life of
a FedEx driver.
Yeah, shit like that, right? No one's talking about how much their life sucks, right?
Oh my God, Devin, you're such a genius. I could kiss you.
So I wanted to do one, the day in the life as a failure.
That?
Yeah, I'm brushing past that.
Oh, okay.
And then you know what? I'm gonna edit it today because it's not live as of us recording this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna edit it today because it's literally there's nothing in the actual like video that's substantial because I'm a failure.
And then I can post it on the TikTok.
Yeah, you could probably get it. I talked about the show on it too. So if it somehow catches into the algorithm, we could get some exposure for
exactly, because Day in the Life of a Failure. No one, I could that's a perfect title, Devin. Oh my God.
Yeah, and like I want to put this out there now.
So much.
If you guys, look this up and go find my channel and try to there's nothing substantial in this video at all. That's the whole gimmick, right? Because I'm a failure.
Is your YouTube live right now?
Yeah, my YouTube's live. It's the Fukuro one. I rebranded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for you guys that didn't know, I was experimenting making lo-fi music and jazz remixes and uploading them onto YouTube. I recently stopped and I've been switching it over to like more writing content. At least that's what I'm preparing for, and more like vlog style content, because recently my life has been pretty fucking cool and I wish I could like show you guys, without just like posting it on my Snapchat story. So I was thinking of doing some small vlogging content or something like that, and I thought that'd be cool. So that's me and my brother were like kind of coming up with the idea for the day in the life of a failure. And I recorded it, right? Start off and I'm like, yo, what's up, people? I'm a failure. I got no bitches. I got no riz. I got no car. I got no job.
Never mind.
It's like really funny, but kind of corny at the same time.
Never mind. I'm not posting that on the TikTok.
Like, it's not cinematic. Like, I didn't put the fucking phone down and like walk across it to the bathroom. And, I didn't do the whole Casey Neistat thing.
You should have.
I'm not doing that. It's inauthentic.
I guess.
I'd rather just show them what I'm doing. I showed them me editing. I showed them that I was going to boxing practice and all that stuff. So, I'll probably revise a little bit of it.
Ain't it funny that I'm not in that video?
Well, it's day in the life of the failure. I didn't do anything.
Oh.
That day. I just happened to go to the boxing practice that day. By the way, life update. I started boxing.
You did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, nobody knows about it. It's not like I've been talking about it like every day since.
I know.
I'm fucking stoked, bro.
Oh, that's a perfect transition of keep going.
Okay. I'll be brief because I've been talking your ear off about it.
Fuck yeah.
You didn't need to say that. You didn't need to go. You didn't need to.
And you didn't have to brush by my gay joke earlier, but you did.
Yeah, because you always say gay jokes.
Yeah, and you always talk about boxing.
I don't always talk about boxing.
We're going in circles. Talk about your fucking boxing.
Sorry. So I recently started boxing, and as of right now, I'm substituting boxing training for my gym. Instead of going to the gym and bodybuilding and all that, I've been going to boxing and focusing on that. So I'm already losing a little bit of muscle mass, but I'm losing a lot of fat already. And I think overall, it's just going to be better for me. I am blanking. Holy shit.
It's the chair, man.
It's the fucking chair. This chair's cursed. I'm refamiliarizing myself with self-defense techniques. I'm staying in shape. I'm doing a lot of fucking cardio. So like all these years of vaping are really catching up to me, They're
and
really
smoking.
They're really gonna. You don't have to tell them that I smoked.
You always say that you smoke.
What? Oh, weed?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant cigarettes.
You idiot. You just exposed yourself.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm not gonna cut it out. Yes, I have in the past. Doesn't matter. Everybody has, except Eddie and Kyle and a lot of other people. But it's catching up to me because this last practice, it's just Spotify.
Oh, okay.
This last practice, we were sparring for about an hour and a half, right? And then at the end we had a run. And I fucking felt it. at the end, I was like almost dead last, and my lungs were hurting, and I physically could not breathe. It felt like I had asthma, and I was like, I hate myself for vaping and smoking and doing all this other shit. And then I got home, and my brother was vaping, and he was like, "Hey, bro," and I was like, "Nah." And I thought about it though, because I thought of the buzz and the rush, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe nope. I'm not suffering anymore. Okay, I'm better now. I'm better." Anyways, what were you gonna say? What's your transition?
So, I'll narrow it down to 5.
5.
So, we won't have to put the audience through torture. If you only had 5 exercises to do for the rest of your life, what would they be?
What?
If you only had 5 exercises to do for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Oof.
Don't ask me, because I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fucking tough.
That's a you question.
So I would say definitely push-ups, because that's probably my go-to exercise. One of my favorite exercises. I've been doing that like practically my whole life, right? And you can actually build a lot of different muscles from that. Pull-ups. I personally really love pull-ups, and they're great for just building your overall upper body. Dips.
Which one are dips?
That's where you get on the two
okay,
bars.
yeah.
And then squats, but does that include like barbell squats too?
Just 5 exercises,
So, but that would count though, right?
I guess.
Okay, so squats, and then running.
Okay. No
Yeah.
jumping jacks?
No, because if I can only do 5 exercises,
Oh, okay, yeah.
then I'd rather get running, because that works out like your whole body and really develops your cardio. Even though I fucking hate running, I hate it so fucking much.
I love running, dude.
Squats will build your lower body, your butt. Jesus, there are a lot of planes today.
Fuck yeah.
Did you say you love running?
Yeah. Back when I was into basketball and everything and played every single day, I used to run too. But then I got hurt and I just let go of all of that.
Wait, you got hurt? Is that why you stopped?
Yeah. Remember when I messed up my ankle skating?
I think so.
Watch out.
Is that when we went to the park, or was that when you were with me?
It was me, you, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We went to the hill, right? And we
Yeah.
were skating down the hill.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck they were skating down that shit. That shit was steep.
Fuck yeah. I don't even know how I did it. I just fell off. You don't remember this?
I think I do. I think somebody recorded it. Ooh, that looks nasty. Ooh, it's all purple. Ooh.
But yeah, ever since this day, I just stopped exercising at all. Like completely.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And my
Ugh.
ankle's still kind of messed up.
Yeah, but it's all about movement. Like last year when I was doing some boxing training at my house, right? I was showing Kyle some things and I wanted to show off. So I was punching the bag really hard, but then I punched it at the wrong angle and I fucked up my wrist. It felt like I broke it in the moment. But I started moving it right afterwards. Jesus.
You know what? Let's just talk over it, dude.
It's annoying, but we can't sacrifice the quality of the episode.
True.
So I started moving my wrist right after I hit it, and it was fucking radiating pain, and I could barely move it, but that's what I did. And then that was like that's the key, right? You always hear to put ice on your wounds and to ice whenever you injure yourself and to not move it. That's all bullshit. Because the guy who discovered that recently came out and said like he fucked up and he shouldn't have been saying that, because that does not help. The best thing to do when you injure yourself is to use heat and to move it, stretch it. Because otherwise you're not going to rebuild your strength.
Yeah, I guess you could say that about my fingers.
Yeah, so I fucked up my wrist, and then 2 weeks afterwards, I still couldn't move it that much, but I was still moving it every day, and I went back to the gym and did a full workout. I just used wrist straps, you know? So, like, you could probably heal your ankle. You would just need to start stretching it and moving it all the fucking time.
Probably.
Look at it like this. My dad has broken his toes and his ankle and his fingers several times over the last fucking few years. He just broke his finger like a week ago.
He did?
Yeah, but it's no big deal to him because he's always breaking them. Like, it's weird. He's all fucked up. Okay, I don't understand him. But like, he broke it. And he was showing us that he broke his fucking finger and it's not moving or whatever. but he's never once gone to the doctor. He's never iced it, nothing like that. And by next week, he'll be able to move it just fine because he's constantly just like move. With all the fucking planes today, man. That was like 5 planes back to back. Where are they all going?
The airport?
I mean, they're leaving the airport.
Those are military planes.
You think?
No, I know.
How do you know?
Those are jets. Do you want to bet?
The fuck were we talking about?
Your dad's broken finger.
Oh, yeah. Movement is medicine. So you could fix your fucking ankle and then we can get you back into it. Because you were talking about, becoming more active again.
Yeah, because I don't like looking at myself in the mirror.
That's shit. I don't know how to respond to that. I was gonna say that's good, but that's not good. I'm glad you found the motivation.
Well, no, it's good because, that you could say that I'm more aware that I'm not healthy or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. That works. But I'm glad you found the motivation. Be it as it may, it is self-hatred to some extent.
We all need some sort of self-hatred.
I think a little bit.
Just a little bit, not overly, but like there has to be
enough to inspire change.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that you're getting to a mindset where you're willing to start.
Because I was telling my coworkers this. I don't know. I definitely didn't tell you this, but I feel like in my 30s I'm gonna be hot as fuck. I don't know why.
You probably will be. You'll probably be hot as fuck within the next 2 years.
No. But like in my 30s, I feel like I'm gonna achieve level 1000 Riz, and then I'm gonna. Don't look at me like that.
Sorry, I'm clearing my throat.
And then I'm gonna have the body I want. And is there like a body you want?
Yeah. Ideally, the body I've always wanted is probably like, I call it a lumberjack build. And
like a person.
Well, I think I've showed you. There's a picture of Hugh Jackman when he's like in his 40s at the beach. Mm-hmm. And that's the kind of body I want. Like you can see his obliques and you can tell he has like a muscular stomach even though it's not like a 6-pack.
Right, but
he has well-defined pecs and he has nice arms and shoulders. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like, that's what I like. Like I want to build out my chest a little bit more because it's getting fuller, but I want to build out like the sides of it. So just so I want to have a full chest, nice well-defined arms, which I already have, a nice defined back, and then just like a strong stomach. I don't need washboard abs, but I need to like have I need there to be able to tell like, do you get what I'm saying? I know I sound broken right now.
I think so. But like if there is a person right now, like a guy who's muscular, who would you compare yourself to?
Ideally,
or someone,
Okay, do you know the influencer Chris Heria?
No.
He's a calisthenics YouTube fitness influencer. For the longest time I wanted a physique like his. I think he has a six pack right now, but again, I'm not too worried about.
How do you spell it?
Chris?
No, but his last name.
Space Heria.
One more time.
Heria.
Oh, like this guy. Okay. So basically this guy.
Yeah, to an extent. Okay. But he has more definition in his stomach than I really give a fuck about. I don't need, again, I don't need a 6-pack. I've had a 6-pack before in middle school. Didn't really make my life any better. Actually, it did to some extent. People was always asking me to show them, which made me feel weird, Made me feel like a prostitute because people offered to pay me to see my 6-pack. I didn't like that.
Why?
I just didn't. It made me feel uncomfortable,
For me, I wanted like a Chris Evans body.
And you could do that, yeah. You could totally get there. You
sounded so unconfident right there.
No, you could do it. It's just a matter of time. So to put on the amount of mass that he has without taking the steroids that he did, you would need to.
Would you ever take steroids?
Fuck no.
No.
You would no.
Not even a little bit.
No. Who said it? I think it was Tristan Tate. He had said something about steroids that I really resonated with. He was basically like, your body produces all the testosterone it needs, and it'll produce it from like exercising or doing this or eating right and sleeping good, right? if you start supplementing that testosterone that your body has, it's going to start dropping your testosterone levels because it doesn't need to maintain it anymore. It's getting all this other free testosterone, right? So it starts dropping it. And to compensate, it's going to start hiring your estrogen levels. So then your dick's going to stop working. You're going to start getting man breasts. You're going to start going bald. Your skin's going to get fucked up, all for a little bit of showy muscles.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no point in taking steroids. Because, I mean, Ronnie Coleman was already at peak physical human condition before he started taking steroids. He was Mr. Olympia for like 8 times in a row. Mr. Olympia is the bodybuilding competition. Yeah. Okay. But he, was on the highest stage, already competing before he started taking steroids. And then when he did, he only grew by like an inch. There's really no point. But if you were going to do the Chris Evans build, it's more of a matter of time because it just takes a long time to put on muscle. So you can get a really good physique by the end of 6 months. By the end of a year, you can look completely different. But then at that point, it's the waiting game, and you just gotta.
I just want to lose the face fat, and also obviously the gut fat.
Yeah. Do you want me to make you a diet plan and like?
You could, yeah, but like, I think the thing that kills me is the soda.
You gotta stop drinking it.
Can I do like 2 times a week?
No, I would say
at least 1 time a week.
Yeah, I would say like once a week because, I have soda.
Yeah.
And I drink.
No. But when you started, I assume you completely cut it off.
No.
No.
The only time I get really strict with my diet, or at least I did, is when I was starting to cut and I was cutting down weight to get to a certain weight, right? But even then, I would still eat pretty much whatever.
Because you and I we used to have like the same body, except I used to be a little bit thinner and you used to be bigger.
When, like in 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah. Around that time, I still pretty much ate whatever I wanted. But because of where I worked, I was working at Coca-Cola, and I was taking, I think, 25,000 steps a day, something like that. I was just shredding off the pounds without really having to do anything. And it was hot, so I was drinking a lot of water. So I was drinking like 12 water bottles every single day, and I was taking 25,000 steps. And then I was passing out because I was so tired. So I was doing all the things I needed to do to lose weight without realizing it. You got to sleep as much as you can. You got to get deep sleep. You got to drink a lot of water. And you got to exercise. And then you just got to stop eating so much. Pretty much it. So for you, if we were going to help you like cut down on weight, and this is for anybody listening too, I would probably just have you start restricting your calories. And the best way to do that is, how many times do you eat right now a day?
Like 2 times.
And what do you eat when you eat?
So in the morning, it's either cereal or eggs and fries. Sometimes I throw bacon. And then the lunch, it varies between chicken and rice, ground beef and rice, pasta and steak and fries, the chicken Alfredo.
All right. And what about your dinner?
That's it. I only eat those 2 things.
All right. Because
I have no time for dinner because I'm always at work.
Yeah. You don't eat anything? Do you snack?
I snack on chips. The chips that I usually have.
Okay. And then your drinks throughout the day?
Water. In the morning, coffee. Always. Okay. And then water and sometimes soda.
Because the main reason people gain weight or stay at a certain weight is because they're eating more calories than they realize. So for you, I'm willing to bet most of your calories come from your chips. Yeah. Because you eat chips, what, daily?
Yeah, daily.
And then, up until recently, you were eating out a lot. Yeah. And people don't realize that when you're eating out, you're eating more than half your day's worth of calories with one meal. Right? Everybody's heard the 2,000 calorie diet or whatever, right? And ideally, a lot of people fall into that range. If you're going to like Panda Express and you're getting a plate, you're getting 2 main courses and 2 sides or whatever, you're eating around 1,200 to 1,500 calories in that one meal. So you've already eaten more than half a day's worth of calories with one meal. And technically, if you wanted to be healthy, you would eat like something really small at the end of the day, and that would be it. Most people don't do that though. They're waking up, they're eating like a big breakfast, a big bowl of cereal. They're having snacks on their way to work. Then that lunch, they're eating some crazy out fast food meal, which again is like triple the amount of calories that they really need at that time. Then they're snacking again. Maybe they're having ice cream, and then they're coming home. They're eating more meals, and then they're snacking at the end of the night. People are eating way too much. They're eating because they're bored. Realistically, I only eat 3 times a day, and I hardly ever snack. When I snack, it's like an occasion.
When I snack, sometimes I'm choosing to go to fruit now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Like I still have the chips, but I'll eat a little bit of it, and I'll be like, nah, I don't want this. So I go eat an orange, or eat strawberries.
Yeah, that's good too.
There's a lot of people who eat fast food, and ever since I cut down on it, I've been feeling good.
Yeah,
but I haven't been feeling great. Like, I still don't feel like shit, but I feel good enough to like do shit.
Yeah, you'll definitely feel a change, because I don't really eat fast food. You know, sometimes I do, like with Kyle, like we'll go out. But when I was cutting it out, like I noticed that you overall feel better. Like you don't feel sluggish. Your mind doesn't feel as like hazy.
And then, hold on. We're good. What were we talking about?
Okay. Snacking.
No, I was saying.
Cutting out fast food.
Yeah. And
when you cut out the junk, you'll start to notice a difference overall in your body. Especially in.
That's what I was gonna say. Okay.
You got it? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I realized that all the fast food I could just make at home.
Yeah.
And it could be healthier too.
It's way easier and cheaper to make it at home.
Yeah, I wanted to make hot and spices. I don't have the ingredients for it, but like,
you know how
so
easy
simple.
that is?
Yeah, it's so simple.
We used to make those all the time at my house. They sell pre-made chicken patties, like spicy chicken patties that are breaded. And if you put them in an air fryer, or if you put them in a convection oven or a microwave, or however you want to prepare it.
But I thought those were unhealthy.
No. If it's like the frozen chicken, you're good. So like if it's Tyson and it's chicken patties, you're good.
Oh, okay.
But if it's like if it's a hot and spicy burger already made and it's like in the frozen section, don't eat that.
Oh, okay. So if it's
something you can cook in a microwave, it's not healthy.
Oh, okay.
You know? But you can there's so many different things you can make. One of my go-tos in the morning when I have the ingredients is bacon egg McMuffin. So, you know the English muffins that they sell?
Yeah.
I get that. I would make bacon first off, and then I would cook an egg, and then I would toast the buns in the bacon grease. And so then I'd put it all together, and I have crunchy bacon, creamy egg with a slice of cheese and some bacon. And it sounds good and it sounds unhealthy, but it's not. I always felt great afterwards, and it had like 24 grams of protein or something. So it helped me in the gym too, you know, and it tasted way better than McDonald's, you know?
The other day I made myself a burger, and I've never felt so good after eating a burger.
Yeah. Oh God, you're gonna make me want burgers.
Like burgers from burger places, they make me feel like shit after. But if I make it here, I feel good about it.
But it depends on the burger place too, because like Culver's has really good burgers.
Five Guys.
Fuck Five Guys.
When I eat at Five Guys and after, I feel so.
I don't trust Five Guys because when we went, I've only been there twice, and both times I was with Eddie. And both times after I left, I threw up. And the second time I threw up...
Well, you're probably allergic to the oil.
That's what you say. But, like, you don't throw up when you're allergic. You know? You would get other reactions.
Well, because they use peanuts in their oil.
Yeah, but I can eat peanuts. I eat peanut butter.
I know, but, like, peanut oil?
It's the exact same thing, though.
No, it's not.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Peanut butter has peanut oil in it.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like if you let peanut butter sit, the oil starts to rise to the top, and that's why you have to mix it.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I ate there 2 times and vomit both times I ate there. So I don't trust it. I trust my body because my body's pretty good at digesting foods, and it lets me know what's good and what's not. You know, so I don't eat there. There's a couple places I don't eat. But like Carl's Jr. Is it Carl's Jr.? Yeah, Carl's Jr. has really good burgers. Culver has really good burgers, and I think Burger King, depending on the location. Okay, that is location specific.
Wait, when you mean they have good burgers, do you mean taste wise or healthy wise?
Taste wise,
Oh,
healthy
okay.
wise, the only one I would really say that you guys could go to if you're trying to like stick to somewhat of a diet is Culver's. They're the only ones I've seen that actually have fresh ingredients and their burgers seem somewhat healthy. Like you could make them at home. There's nothing in them that's all fancy. Like Carl's Jr., Burger King, all these other places, they have all these like fiery sriracha burgers and this like Baconator burger.
The Diablo burgers.
The Diablo. Yeah, those shits that's not real burgers. Culver's has the exact same menu. Oh, and In-N-Out.
Remember In-N-Out? The only reason In-N-Out is good is because they give you a mountain of lettuce.
Yeah, but In-N-Out's good because they have the different variety. They have the protein style, they have the animal style, they have the regular style. You know? But Culver's too, it's the same fucking menu. They don't have the Diablo, they don't have the sriracha this, they don't have the fucking Baconator that. Mm-hmm. It's literally just the cheeseburger or a regular burger. And they call it the what is it, double cheese?
I think so.
Oh, it's so fucking good. But like everything in there is stuff that you can buy at the store and make at your house. You know, the thing is, you're just sacrificing a lot of calories for that. And you have to be aware of that. All burgers sit around 800 calories, somewhere around that range, 500 to 800.
The burger I had the patty, tomato, chipotle sauce, mayo, and bacon.
Yeah, and that's
and
good.
And grilled onions.
Oh, that sounds fucking good. Hold on. Sorry. If you guys didn't know, my favorite food is burgers / sandwiches. So like this I'm getting fucking hungry right now. How often do you eat burgers, real quick?
I don't eat it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I prefer steak.
It's wild.
I prefer steak because I always heard burgers are unhealthy.
They are. The fast food burgers aren't healthy, but like when you look at it, burgers got all the food.
Exactly. Pyramid. Yeah.
You know, it's got your carbs, it's got your protein, it's got your veggies. And that's basically it.
That's basically.
Well, it's got your dairy too if you put you know, cheese on it.
Yeah.
The only thing it doesn't have is fiber, really, but you can get fiber from the carbs. And if you guys are confused, fiber is just for your digestive system. If you're ever constipated, eat fiber, like popcorn.
Potato. No, not potatoes.
Potatoes have fiber.
Bananas.
Bananas,
granola
yeah.
bars.
Granola bars. You need fiber because that's what your body uses to digest the food. So if your shits are coming out hard and they're not coming out like regulated, you got to change your diet and you got to eat some more fiber. Because you should be having like nice, logs every day.
I don't.
No?
No.
How often do you?
Do I what?
Oh, I didn't want to say, but how often do you shit?
3 times a day? 4?
Okay, that's pretty good. But like you sit there, what, like rabbit poops or?
Fuck, that's too personal.
Well, no, that's something that people should be aware of health wise. Like when you pee, when you urinate, it should be clear. If it's on the golden side, you're not drinking enough water, or you're drinking too much bad stuff.
No, I thought it is supposed to be at least a little bit.
Yeah, if you have a little bit of gold in there, that's fine, right? If it's like if it looks like a lemonade or darker, then you gotta drink more water. But it should be like a light, clearish gold, right? Or preferably, if you're athletic at all, or you're in a hot environment like us, you should be peeing basically water.
Yeah.
Because you should be drinking a lot of fucking water to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
And the same with your bowel movements. If your feces are coming out like rabbit poops, or they're not coming out as like solid, you know, they're coming out hard or they're coming out soft. Like they have to be the middle of the road, right? They have to be solid, and they have to be they have to hold a shape, but they can't be like super mushy. I'm trying to describe it in a way that doesn't gross people out.
It's grossing people out. It's grossing me out.
But that's something you have to be aware of health-wise, especially as people, you know, you guys start to diet and start to watch your health, because those are the indicators that show your health. You know, if your body tells you everything you need to know about its condition, you just got to learn to read the signs. You know, like your nails will tell you about yourself, your skin will tell you about yourself, your hair, your eyes, your sleep, everything.
So do I look healthy?
No.
No?
No, most people don't.
Oh.
I mean, not even talking about like heaviness or anything like that.
No,
like
I mean,
your
like,
skin.
Yeah.
Your skin is actually somewhat clear, so I think you're drinking some water. but your eyes look red, so you haven't been sleeping right, and then you have bags under your eyes.
That's normal though.
It could be because I genetically have bags under my eyes, but I mean, how often are you sleeping? I mean, how long are you sleeping?
I at least want to reach 7 hours.
Ooh, you need a little bit more than that. The people always say that adults only need around 7 to 8 hours, but that's bullshit. If you're a teenager, anywhere between the age of 12 to 18, you should be ideally getting around 10 hours of sleep a night.
But that's your whole day right there.
You should be, but one thing people need to realize is their quality of sleep impacts everything in their life. And who cares if you lose an extra hour during the day? You're going to get so much more out of it if you improve your sleep. Improve your sleep now. You might, lose an hour of your day to be able to game or watch fucking TikTok or whatever the fuck. But I promise you it's going to work out better in the long run. If you're a young adult, you should ideally be getting around 9 hours, and then adults should be getting 8 to 9 hours. People like over 30. You should never get to a point where you're only sleeping about 7 hours. But if you are, maybe through life circumstance, like you have 2 jobs or like you just literally can't get that much sleep, you need to get deep sleep. You need to get REM sleep. So you got to do what you can to improve your sleeping conditions. You got to make your room cold every single night. Try not to use your phone or your computer or your watch TV before bed. At least 30 minutes before bed, but preferably like an hour before bed. Make sure that you have like a nice sleeping environment, so no animals in your room that are going to mess with you. That's a big one if you have animals, because if the dogs are constantly waking you up or the cats are coming and like pawing at you, or the bird is cawing in the other room, it's going to disrupt your sleep. And I personally like to sleep with like white noise because it blocks out all the sounds of like the world around me. So like if my family's coming and going while I'm asleep, it's not going to fuck me up. And then I can stay asleep longer and I get better sleep. Some people use binaural beats too, which actually I have to talk about later because I found out something about that.
Okay.
But in regards to my meditation, the place I was telling you about, I found out something about that. But we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, everybody, improve your sleep. So make sure you're sleeping good. Make sure you're sleeping long. Make sure you're sleeping deep. Drink a lot of water. Fix your diet. And over time, you'll start to lose weight just like that. If you really want to lose weight, count your calories. Go to a calorie calculator online. Put in all your...
I forget to do that, dude. That's why I haven't been consistent with it.
Well, it's super easy. You look up calorie calculator. You look up calorie calculator online, and then you put in all your information. So you're 23, you're 5'7", 5'8", and then you weigh however much you weigh, and then your activity range is this, right? And then it'll give you your maintenance calories and then your lost calories. The maintenance calories is the amount of calories you would eat per day to maintain the level of weight you're at, right? So it's probably around the amount of calories that you were eating beforehand, maybe a little bit less, because most people eat way more than they realize. So all you really realistically need to do is cut about 500 calories out of your diet, and you'll start losing pounds like that. So if it says you need to eat 2,500 calories every single day, drop it down to 2,000 calories and just eat 2,000 calories.
I feel like I've been doing that, and I've been getting a lot more dizzy and disoriented. Okay. There's a car going off. I don't know if it's gonna pick up. If you're getting dizzy, you're probably cutting down your calories too much. Because if you're only cutting 500 out, that's like half a meal. That's like half a burger. It's not that much. It's very easy to do. Most people are just not doing it because, again... I think also because I'm not used to this amount of calories. Because I'm probably used to more.
Yeah, there is a slight adjustment period. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to feel like you're hungry sometimes, or you're going to feel like you want to eat more. But you just have to... It's an adjustment, okay? Especially as you get deeper into it. Right? And you start restricting more of your calories, or you start being a little bit harder on yourself. There are definitely going to be days when you're just like, you know what, fuck it. I just want to eat like a whole pizza right now. Like you start thinking about all the worst foods.
Yeah.
but you just got to fight through the urges because it's like an addiction. Most people are addicted to eating bad and living horrible lifestyles because it's addicting. It's nice, it's fun, it's lazy, it's easy, right? And people love it. People love being able to go get fast food and have all the food made for them and just eat all this delicious food. Who cares about their health?
Oh,
right?
the ramen. I bought some ramen, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like adding something else to it. Okay. Egg?
Yeah. I always add egg.
Oh.
Bacon too. Bacon is really good. If you cook bacon in a pan, you can make it crispy or soft. I think it's a little bit better like in between. You throw it in the ramen while it's boiling. You got to make sure the bacon's already cooked because it's not going to cook it that much. And then let the grease mix in with the broth. Oh, it's so fucking good.
But ramen's still unhealthy, huh?
Ramen isn't unhealthy. The packet it uses is unhealthy.
What do you mean?
That sodium packet they give you, the flavoring.
Yeah.
It has a ton of sodium. It has like sodium is salt. It has like 1,600 grams of sodium. And your daily average is like, I think it's 1,000 grams.
Oh, that's a good thing we're still on this.
Why?
I just thought of the whole Prime stuff. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so
we got to transition out of this because people are gonna start tuning out.
Yeah, the FDA is investigating Prime, specifically Prime Energy.
Why? What's wrong with Prime Energy? I like Prime Energy.
They're saying that there's too much caffeine in it.
It's only
220, and they're saying that it's equivalent to like 4 or 5 Monsters.
No, it's not. Monster only has 120 milligrams of caffeine. No, 160 milligrams of caffeine.
So something like that. So they're investigating it, but they're also saying that Gatorade, like some of the Gatorade bottles, like the Gatorade Energizer, I think it's called, has a little bit more than that, but they're not getting investigated.
I don't know why they're coming after Prime. That's dumb because they figured out a perfect energy drink. It's like a good pre-workout, right? Because it's small, so it's not a lot of fucking fluid. It's got 200
I feel
milligrams.
Like Prime Energy now.
Should we go get some after this?
No, I'm broke.
Yeah, I'm broke too. I got $5 in my account.
Actually, I got cash, maybe. Then there's no AC in the truck, so maybe not.
But then we'd have Prime Energy.
Yeah, but like, I need AC.
Windows down. WD-40.
No.
Windows down 40 miles per hour.
Devin, I saw you sweating with the windows down.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, the Prime Energy is like the perfect energy drink. Would you say you're addicted to caffeine?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
Good. Because everyone else in my life doesn't drink caffeine. Except you.
Yeah.
Like, Kyle doesn't drink it. My brother doesn't drink it. My family doesn't drink it. So you and me are the only people I know and that I associate with regularly that drink caffeine.
Yeah. I'm addicted. If I do not have coffee in the morning, I'm gonna be thrown off the whole day.
I'm not that bad because I stopped drinking caffeine in the morning, but I love caffeine and I drink it regularly. It got to such a point that I was like, it was like drugs, right? Like I was estimating how much caffeine I could fit into one day. And I knew...
Well, I'm not that bad. I just need once and I'm good.
Well, yeah, I was getting to a point where I was consuming like hundreds of milligrams of caffeine a day. And I knew which energy drink brands had how much caffeine they all had and which one would affect me like what. It got to a point where I was even taking caffeine pills at one point. But I don't remember why I was doing that. That was even before I was working nights, so I don't know why I was doing that.
Probably you just liked it.
I think so. It substituted coffee for like a good month. Like I woke up and I would take a 300 milligram caffeine pill, which is way more than people should be drinking, okay? And if you guys are confused, caffeine is actually a very dangerous drug, okay, that is consumed every single day. If you're not careful with it, you can like get a heart attack, you can get a stroke, you can suffer all kinds of different things from caffeine because of the way it accelerates your heart rate. So if you're curious, coffee has like 60 to 80 milligrams of caffeine, and that's like a good range. If you go anything over 400 milligrams, you'll start to hallucinate. So if you do 400 milligrams in like one sitting, you'll start to hallucinate. But if you have 400 milligrams over the course of a day, then you should be fine. I guess that's why the all these big, like the FDA and all these companies are getting attacked for caffeine. Like Panera Bread, did you hear they got attacked for the caffeine content?
No.
They had caffeine in their lemonade, and they had a shit ton of caffeine.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Caffeine in their lemonade?
It was caffeinated lemonade. It was like charged lemonade, right? And it was so much caffeine, it attracted me. That's how you know it's bad, because it had like 300 milligrams of caffeine per serving, which is like, that's my sweet spot right there. I love 300. That sounds gross. I sound like a crackhead. Anyways, they were getting sued and investigated because people were going and drinking the lemonade without realizing that there was caffeine in it. And like if kids drink too much caffeine, they can suffer.
Oh yeah, that's another reason why Prime's getting investigated, because it's too much for kids.
Yeah, but I think they need to do better on their labeling, because it looks like regular Prime, like carbonated Prime, so people don't realize it's an energy drink.
But it says Prime Energy.
Yeah, but we got to keep in mind most people don't fucking read, so they need to put energy all huge.
No, but they're also saying that's too much targeted to kids. But I've never seen them say this is for kids.
I've never seen kids drink it.
Yeah, Intro Girl's brother drinks it.
Energy?
Yeah, no, Prime, but maybe Energy too.
Yeah, and kids shouldn't be drinking energy drinks whatsoever or consuming caffeine. And not until they're at least a preteen or teenager, you know? If there's like a kid under the age of 10 consuming caffeine.
I thought that one was going to be closer.
Yeah, me too. I heard it coming. If there's a kid under the age of 10 consuming caffeine, he's putting his heart at risk and his life at risk. Sounds stupid, but he really is. And, you know, kids like teenagers and that kind of stuff, they have to just take it slow. Because I was drinking, you know, energy drinks in high school, and I was pulling up with like Monster Megas, but like I was different. Okay, I was built different. I literally was. I had like 720 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah. And then I'd pull up into school.
Let's transition out of this. How can we I got bored of the conversation.
What, you don't like caffeine? I could talk about caffeine all day.
No, one thing I should add. Remember the coffee we used to drink from at Burger King every Wednesday?
Yeah.
What was it called? The BK Joe's?
I don't know what the fuck it was called. I remember we had that tradition though. I think about that sometimes.
That was a good tradition.
Me and Eddie with our friend group in high school, we made this tradition where every Wednesday morning, since we started school late on Wednesdays, I don't know why. We went in at like what, 10? 9 or 10?
9.
Yeah, we went in at 9:30ish. So every morning we would drive to the nearby Burger King, right? And we would meet up there at like 7 or 8, and then we would hang out there all morning and drink coffee.
Yeah.
We got these iced coffees, and sometimes we would go after school too. It was so fucking fun because we would all like just show up, right? Like I'd pick you up, and then Alfred would meet us there, Mike would meet us there. Like we didn't message about it. We would all just show up, and then we would see the cars there, and we'd walk in like a diner, and then we had this table in the back that we all sat at. It was so fucking cool. And then we would race back to school because it was down the street. So we'd be blasting music and driving fast.
Was it you? I think no, it was Alfred. There's one Wednesday we did our routine and everything. We got to school. We walked through the front gates, and Alfred and I look at each other like, nah. So we just left and didn't go to school that day. I forgot what we did.
I think it was you guys, yeah, because I remember hearing about it. I was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have ditched. There's a couple times though, like,
or I think it was around the time where the teachers were on strike, and we chose a perfect moment just to walk out. I don't remember.
Why? Because they didn't care or something?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Man, I kind of missed that. I missed that we had that little ritual, but now we have other rituals.
Like what?
Well, like me and you. One ritual that we have is that after recording or during recording, on some days we'll just go to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
You know, that's like our ritual. Me and Kyle, I have the ritual with him where me and him will always we either go to Culver's or we go to Tiny's. Those are our spots.
I still gotta go to Tiny's.
Yeah, we're gonna take you this weekend maybe.
Weekend?
Yeah.
It's closed.
What do you mean?
I get off at 10. Closes at 10.
Maybe we'll go on Thursday. Oh wait, the movie's gonna end at like fucking
11.
12. Whatever. We're gonna take you soon.
Yeah.
But like we make new rituals, or like Discord, like how we all hop on Discord together. That's somewhat of a ritual.
That's nice. It's just a hangout.
Yeah, it's a cool way to hang out. But I feel like we need some more rituals. And I think people need to have rituals in their lives because it's a way to connect with people, right? Because we got to look back on our Burger King days with our friends and
not remember a single conversation. I just remember Tyler and I fucking drifted in his Miata.
Yeah, it was Miata.
It was a Miata or the Saab. We drifted on that.
Dude, it's just fun. It was just fun that we had something like that to do with our friends. You know, and people need to have those kinds of fucking rituals, and you guys got to uphold them. Like once a week, do something with your friends, type of a thing. You guys meet up at a location, and it's gonna be hard because all you guys are fucking antisocial. But try doing something.
Well, no, it's all about scheduling.
Yeah, but like it's scheduling, and then people are antisocial, and then they're tired, and they're like, "Well, I don't want to go after work," and blah 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 blah. But like, as long as you're putting in the effort, you can have so many fucking cool memories of it. Like, remember when we were all racing towards school and we were all blasting music? And I think I was with you and we were listening to Slide by Calvin Harris in the morning. And all this cool wind was hitting us. And we were going back and forth. Like, me and Mike, we were racing our cars. And then Tyler came in a fucking...
In a Saab.
And passed all of us. It was so fucking fun. And then we'd pull up to the parking lot and we would all park next to each other.
And we have that famous picture.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
It's on my archives on Instagram.
Send it to me.
It's just gonna be a screenshot.
Yeah, well, okay, screenshot it and send it to me.
Okay.
But like, I thought that was cool too, because every Wednesday we went to go get coffee at Burger King, but then every morning we would meet up in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we would park in the same spots, and we would all park next to each other.
Yeah.
And then
reverse parking too.
Yeah, we all had to reverse park into our spots. So we would all reverse park into our spots, so that way all of our doors are lined up. Mm-hmm. And then we would roll down the windows, and everybody would just hang out right there. So we would be chilling in one person's car, and they're listening to music. Some other people are standing outside, and they're talking, and we would stay there for like an hour. Oh, I fucking missed those days.
Those were the good days.
That was fucking cool because everyone was just hanging out there. Hold on. That one hurts. That one hurts.
The nostalgia's hitting Devin.
Should we do a quick ad break real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, oh shit, we got pretty good time. But we have to pass last week's episode, so we have to keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick ad break. We'll be right back. And now, time for a word from our sponsor, Deli. You guys know the deal by now. Deli is a powder-based energy drink designed to be a great tasting alternative to the traditional energy drinks you guys have been hearing about your whole life. 0 calories, sugar-free, all natural, and full of vitamins, Deli is reinventing what energy drinks could and should be. Use it while you're studying, gaming, going to the gym, or listening to the Moonman podcast. One scoop has 150 milligrams of pure caffeine pulled straight from Mother Nature's beans, or coffee beans. A month's supply will run you around $40, but if you use the code MOONMAN at checkout, you can save 10% off your entire order. That's code MOONMEN to save 10% off. So why not give it a try? We've been talking about it this whole time for a reason, and I guarantee you guys won't regret it. Thank you to Deli for sponsoring the show. And we're back.
So the deep question, we could actually kind of brush by it and then we'll go on to yours.
Okay. What's the deep question?
Where do you find peace?
Like place or just like...
Where do you find peace?
I would say the little moments. I know I've probably said this 1,000 times already, but like enjoying the little moments. Because I don't think of one singular thing that gives me peace or one ritualistic thing that I do that gives me peace. I think of all these small instances where I felt at peace. Like maybe taking a drive with you, I feel at peace. I'm with my friends, I feel at peace. I'm hanging out with my brother, I feel at peace. Or I'm by myself and I feel at peace. It's small moments where I'm just able to like take a breather and look around and appreciate the life that I have and the life around me.
Okay.
You know, what about you?
Well, for me it's the small moments too, but like mainly the two places I could think of that I find peace are movie theaters and barbershops. I don't know why. I don't know why
barbershops. That's an interesting one. Movie theaters I can kind of see because, but like it depends because there have been several instances where I've gone to the movies with people and then it
Well,
turned
no,
out to
that's
be-
why I want to go to the movies with the right people.
Yeah, but like,
Because if I go with the right people, in my head, I'm watching a movie by myself because they're not talking to me.
yeah,
If they're like telling me, "Here, do you want popcorn?" or some bullshit like that, then whatever. But like if they're having full on conversations or laughing, then I guess that piece is broken. That's why I want to go to the movie theaters alone, because I find peace in movie theaters.
yeah. I feel that sentiment because for the longest time, movies like always felt so magical to me.
Yeah.
And the movie theaters too.
Mm-hmm.
It always felt like this special
Even if the
place.
movie sucked or it's not that good, I still found peace in it.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was watching X-Men Dark Phoenix.
I didn't see that one.
It's whatever. But I remember thinking to myself, like, honestly, everything that was bothering me isn't relevant anymore. When I'm in this movie theater for 2 hours, I'm escaping reality.
Yeah, I think the whole, concept of going into this super dark room and just sitting down and focusing on this movie, it's an escape,
Yeah.
right? And I remember I felt that. This is a weird example, but in my kindergarten class, do you remember that movie Hoodwinked?
Oh my God! That was one of the first times I went to the movie theater.
Yeah, that was probably like my 4th or 5th time. But for whatever reason, my kindergarten class, like we gathered up a bunch of money and we went to this movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, I lived in a different city. I wasn't living in Tucson, not really. And the school I went to was in a different city. So we had gone to a nearby mall that had a movie theater because it was like a small city.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like walking in and seeing this mall I had never seen before and just being like mesmerized, and then seeing the movie theater and walking in with my whole class and just being like, I felt like I was going into like an amusement park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way you do when you first go to an amusement park, and it just felt so magical. And for the longest time, even our local movie theaters here, like just the one over there,
Yeah.
it still felt magical.
Yeah. I remember when I was in middle school and I was a loner, I would dream about just walking around at that mall because it just seems so cool. I don't know why. And now it doesn't hit the same anymore, but now I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's some places in our daily lives that just kind of feel magical and they
Yeah.
feel like out of this world. And I think we need to get back to a point where we like capture that again, because movie theaters, yeah, I felt it for a long time up until my probably high school, because then I started going with different people to the movies, and that's kind of what ruined my experience. Because there's I did go with a couple girls, and I didn't have a good experience with any girl that I ever went to the movie theaters with, especially the time when I went with that one person and she sat on her phone in the corner the whole time texting because she didn't want to watch the movie. And we had snuck into the movies. It was supposed to be like an exciting thing. We snuck into the movies together, right? And then we were movie hopping and we were supposed to go watch all these movies. And then she was just sitting in the fucking corner every time we got into a new theater, and she was on her phone. So I was like, fuck you. I'm going to watch Kung Fu Panda 3 by myself. It was a good movie. I liked Kung Fu
And
Panda.
then the barbershop I go to, I just like the way it's laid out. Like it's for the most part, it's like my room. Like they have a lot of random shit and a lot.
But you're able to just go and like relax. Right?
Yeah. The barber, he sometimes talks to me, but it's like, hey, how are you doing? Just random shit. But for the most part, he's cutting my hair, and I'm just at peace. The music isn't too loud. They play good music. The other barbers are talking to their clients, so they're not really bothering us. The TVs aren't loud.
Oh yeah, okay. It sounds nice, but I don't know. I've never got peace from a barber shop.
Because you always talk to your barber, that's why.
Yeah, but Junior's tight as hell, so I mean, I like talking to him. But I don't know. I don't think of a singular place. Like I wish I could say I had a place, like in movies when you're there, like, oh, this is my special place.
It's also just not a place. It's just where do you find peace?
Yeah, I know, but I don't have any places like that. Like again, like in movies when they're all, this is the place, and they take their crush there, and they're all, this is the place I come to clear my head. I don't have places like that. I've never had places like that. The only thing I could probably think of is Gates Pass, but like, not really.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I gotta take you to the spot one day.
The spot? What's your spot?
It's by Pima West.
Oh, I know the spot you're talking about.
Have I ever taken you there?
No, but I know the spot you're talking about. I think I've stumbled upon it.
Oh.
Because I was driving out there a lot back in the day. But anyways, I find it in small moments. Like, there were times where I was like driving with Kyle and it was just the two of us and it was just like a vibe.
Right.
There was times where it was me and you and it was just like specific moments, whether we're eating or whether we're like hanging out in the car, and it just kind of like I felt at peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel it like with outside, mainly outside and doing things. I hardly ever feel at peace when I'm at home or in my room.
I find peace when I'm listening to my records.
Ooh, that too.
Because right now when you leave, I'm probably gonna put on a Linkin Park record or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then my room's already dark, so I just kick back, kick my feet up here on the bed, and then just listen.
I like to do that too. I'll throw on the record and I'll just lay there. One time I did feel at peace in my room is when I threw on a Billie Holiday record. She's a singer from like the 1920s.
Right.
And it was just this like vintage sound coming out of the speaker, and the room was all dark, and I was staring out. I was like laying in a way that I could stare out the window. I was just laying there and I felt at peace because I wasn't worried about anything. I didn't have no girl problems. Nothing was going on. I was just laying there enjoying the moment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, I do feel at peace like when I'm watching certain shows or like interacting with certain mediums, like scary shows or paranormal shows, that kind of shit. I really like that. But again, you have more like places. Mine are just more instances.
Yeah. Next time, go to your barbershop. Don't just sit and just...
No, I can't. I literally physically can't
Oh.
because I used to do that as a kid, and I just thought it was the most awkward thing ever.
Oh.
Even as a kid, like, I'm not going to be chatting up the fucking barber or hairstylist or whatever, right? But I would just sit there and I'm
And
like...
another reason why I'm talking to my barber is because he doesn't speak English.
Oh.
He speaks Spanish, but like...
You speak Spanish.
I know he speaks Spanish, but I get insecure about my Spanish.
Well, how are you going to improve if you don't practice?
I don't want to improve.
I've been practicing a little bit more recently.
So
Nothing crazy, but I'm probably going to have to switch to learning Japanese now for the time being. I haven't practiced my Japanese in a minute.
Arigato.
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 Okay, I'm going to teach you real quick how to introduce yourself.
Okay.
So you have to start it off with like a formal greeting. So like, hajimemashite.
Oh.
You could say domo, but
No.
you would have to like.
Oh,
know the
I
person.
bow my head.
Well, yeah, a slight bow.
Oh.
Hajimemashite.
One more time.
Hajimemashite.
Hajimashite. Like that.
Hajimemashite.
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 It's a T-E at the end.
Te. Yeah,
Te?
te.
Hajimemashite.
Okay. Watashi wa.
Watashi wa
And then say your name, so you would be
Eddie.
Well, in Japanese, katakana, it would be edu e. So that would be your rough
Edue.
Edue.
Sounds like a fucking spirit. Edue.
Well, mine is Debin.
Devin.
But yours would be edue. And then
Edue.
over time, they would start to learn to say Eddie.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like Godzilla is Gojira.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
Godzilla, it's Gojira.
Oh, okay.
You know? So it's...
So why in the movies they're like, Godzilla?
Because that's the accent. Gojira!
Oh, okay.
Gojira! You know? So it's hajimemashite.
Hajimemashite.
Watashi wa
Watashi wa
Eddie
Eddie.
desu.
Eddie desu.
Yeah, desu.
Desu.
Su.
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 It's like su. S-U, but su.
Su.
Eddie desu.
Eddie desu.
Yeah, sure. Yoroshiku
Yoroshiku.
onegai shimasu.
Oh, that's way too hard for me right there.
Onegai shimasu?
Yeah. Origashima.
Onigai.
Origai.
Onigai.
Onigai.
Shimasu.
Shimatsu.
Shimasu.
Shimatsu.
It's the s sound.
Su sound.
It's like it's like at the top of your mouth, kind of you put your tongue at the top of your mouth. S.
Su.
Be closer.
Su.
So all together, hajimemashite, watashi wa Devin desu, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And that's a formal introduction.
Oh, what were you gonna ask me?
What?
You said something.
So yeah, Japan should be fucking fun. I know enough Japanese to get me by. I think. Because, I've been watching anime for years, so I picked up a lot of the little phrases. Wakarimasen.
So, what were you going to ask me after my deep question?
Oh, okay. So there's two different kind of topics that bleed together.
Right.
So, did you know, maybe you didn't, but did you know that scientists cannot predict earthquakes?
I feel like we talked about this.
I was telling you about this off podcast, right?
Mhm.
But scientists cannot predict earthquakes. They can explain them. They say it's the tectonic plates shifting and that's what causes an earthquake, but they can't predict them the way they can predict tornadoes.
Bullshit.
No, they cannot. Mainstream scientists have never been able to predict earthquakes, right? And it's always been a source of like criticism because lots of people die from them. Just like tsunamis, it's hard for them to predict tsunamis.
Wait. You know what's crazy? I put can SI, and the first thing that showed up was can scientists predict earthquakes?
Weird, huh?
They're listening.
They're listening. I got more proof of it recently because Bork recommended me that mouthwash, right? What the fuck is it?
I don't know.
It's a dentist brand mouthwash that's coming out. It's got an orange cap. If you guys.
Oh, I've been wanting to use that one.
Yeah, I recently bought it. I like it. And it's helping with my gum health because it's been a little fucked up. Anyways, I bought it, and the same day I bought it, never once have I got a commercial for this fucking thing ever before in my life. But I bought it with the card that's associated to my Google account, and my Google account is connected to my YouTube. Right? So I think Google is looking at my purchases because right after I bought it, I literally used it, put it in my bathroom. I come back and I get a commercial for it for the first time in my life. It freaked me out because I was like, what the fuck? Because I bought it and got a commercial for it right afterwards. Like Google's AI went into my account, saw that I made that purchase, and then decided to pitch that to me.
Fuck?
Weird.
How much did you pay?
It was like, it's a little expensive. It's like $8, $9.
Oh, okay.
But they have different ones for different needs. So I'm working on my gum health right now because my gums were receding a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They have one for plaque. They have one for just bad breath. They have one for overall like mouth health. You should look into it. You should get it. Anyways, scientists can't predict earthquakes, right? And mainstream science, they can't predict earthquakes, but they can predict hurricanes. They can predict all these other natural catastrophes. And people die. Hundreds of people, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people die with earthquakes, and they cause so much damage. So you would think it's something that they'd start researching and trying to be able to predict. Well, one man was able to predict it, but they didn't like the way he was predicting it. So they called him a hoax, they called him a fake, they called him a phony, and they discredited him as a scientist altogether. And guess what? Guess what's causing the earthquakes? Yeah, it's tectonic, shifts. It's tectonic plates shifting. Right? But what's causing the tectonic plates to shift?
Does it have to do something with man-made?
No, it has to do with the stars.
Oh, with the stars?
Yeah. So
wait, is this the zodiac bullshit you're telling me
yeah,
about?
yeah.
Okay.
So all of this is to say that astronomy and zodiac signs and everything that people have been making fun of for the longest is actually a lot more scientifically based than you might have thought. Because due to the electromagnetic forces in the Earth's atmosphere and its connection to the moon,
mm-hmm.
and more specifically how these two planets align with all the planets in our solar system, it affects the gravitational pull of our tectonic plates, right? So if the planets are aligning, it's going to affect things on Earth because it's changing the magnetic fields, and that's why animals can kind of pick up on some of these changes, right? So when they say, especially when these planets are in relation to one another by certain proxies or distances. So if it's like 90 degrees out this way, it's going to affect us like this. If it's 20 degrees out this way, it's going to affect us like that. So when they say, when astronomers say that like Mercury is in retrograde and Mercury, what did I say? Mercury. When they say Mercury is in retrograde and all this other stuff, it has a scientific basis because.
But with the whole zodiac stuff, how's that proving someone's?
Okay, well, no, that is a bit of a stretch, but
Oh, okay.
astronomy as a whole affects our planet, and more specifically, like earthquakes, right?
Oh, okay.
So I say that because the way the planets are sitting in relation to each other and how close they are and what planets are in alignment with one another and where the stars are actually do affect us in a real level. And that's what you were saying with the fucking frequencies, right?
Yeah.
That is directly pertaining to that. Because when these planets are, next to each other, the gravitational forces and the electromagnetic forces all collide to affect our world and our physical world, the physics of our world, in ways that we couldn't explain. They're affecting like the tectonic plates, they're affecting the oceans, they're affecting the animals, they're affecting our minds, right? Because our mind is made up of electromagnetic energy, right? It's got more power. Our minds have more power than a computer does, right? A computer might be better at math, but that's because it's programmed to do just math, right? Humans are constantly doing millions of things per second. You're wiggling your fucking leg, you're blinking your eyes, you're moving, your heart's beating, you're breathing all at the exact same time, and you're not conscious of it. And at the exact same time, you're thinking, right? You're doing so much more things on a regular basis than a computer is. Our minds are extremely powerful, and they have a lot of kinetic electromagnetic energy. So when the electromagnetic fields of the space around us is starting to change, it's going to affect us mentally. And some people even theorize that because of the way certain planets are in alignment, when you're born, the frequencies and the electromagnetic forces that are present at your birth do in fact affect how you're going to end up as a person.
Oh, okay.
So that's why when you read about yourself as a zodiac, right, at least when it comes to your overall being, they do get a lot of things right. They don't get everything right.
Right.
But they'll start, saying things that, kind of make sense to you.
Yeah, like when Geraldine was reading my zodiac, she was getting a lot of shit right.
Yeah. And it's because the electromagnetic frequencies that were present at the time of your birth affected your brain and your overall being to end up to how you ended up becoming. Because to some extent that is predetermined. If you're born at this time, you're more likely to be like this. If you're born at this time, you're more likely to be like that. Right? Kind of, it's another statistic. Like if you're born in a poverty-stricken neighborhood, you're more likely to end up in crime versus if you're born in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that there aren't outliers, but if you're set with the specific set of conditions, then you're more likely to end up as the stereotype, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the same case with this. We just weren't completely understanding how the electromagnetic science works.
And do you think with all this, do you think people are going to start believing in zodiacs and all this?
Fuck no. This
because it's still
and this isn't to say that we can predict what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Because this planet is in alignment with this planet and the stars over here are doing that. And so this is how it's going to change the energy fields of our world. But that doesn't mean you're going to get the fucking promotion at work or this person's going to text you back. That has no basis on what people are going to actually do. I think it just affects the moods of certain people differently. So what they should focus on instead is like, you're going to probably feel like this, or you're more likely to be sad in these upcoming weeks, something like that, so that we can mentally prepare for it. And it ties in to our world again, because I think I was telling you this, but did you know that the world goes through a mass extinction every 500 million years or something like that?
Yeah, that's why there's that theory saying that that there used to be a much wiser civilization years ago, and we're just picking up their scraps. Mm-hmm. And
I've recently been hearing about that, and I've been really interested in it, right? Because it's been discovered, or theorized, I should say, not completely discovered, because I doubt they'll ever announce it, that the pyramids of Giza weren't actually made by the Egyptians. They were made by an entirely different advanced civilization race before the Egyptians ever got there. And they were wiped out due to one of these mass extinctions, but somehow the pyramid survived.
Are you talking because of the? Was that Doug?
Yeah, that was Doug.
Um,
Shut up, Doug.
Are you saying that because of the Sphinx?
With the erosion on the Sphinx?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why. But also because of the design of the pyramids themselves.
And how they're so aligned with the stars.
Well,
and
they're
everything.
aligned with the stars and they're 8-sided and all that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this. But what everybody doesn't know is that they're actually set up as clean energy generators. They're built over a limestone catechism cave they're built over a cave of limestone and running water, which will naturally generate vibrational frequencies that carry up through the pyramid, and it's designed in a way that it'll continue to build up energy and release it out into the air the way Tesla was trying to do, because he said that you can put energy out into the air and it'll power things, right? So he could wirelessly power a light bulb holding it in his hand just by having electricity in the air. I'll have to bring that up at another time because I don't know exactly how he was doing that, but it's very similar to that. So the pyramids used to have gold caps or bronze caps at the top.
And they used to be white, huh?
They used to be white, and they were covered with limestone because it was designed in a way that electricity was supposed to hit it and lightning was supposed to hit it, and then it would carry all of that force into the pyramid itself.
But how do you explain all the other pyramids around the world and pyramids in Antarctica?
There's pyramids in Antarctica?
Yeah, they've recently been finding pyramids in Antarctica. You just can't see it because it's covered in snow and ice, but there's pyramids in Antarctica.
It could be that civilizations were just copying the pyramid structure itself, because from everything they discovered with Giza, it's looking like it was a power conduit, right? It was meant to generate power, clean.
So do you think that's where
unlimited power? But with the Mayan pyramids and the Aztec pyramids, I think those are just more like spiritual structures.
They're saying that there used to be this city that was so I forgot what it was called. It wasn't Babylon. It was something else.
Atlantis.
No, it wasn't even Atlantis. But I think it talks about it in the Bible.
Sumeria?
I don't know. But it was so advanced that God had to destroy it.
That's Babylon.
That's Babylon?
Yeah, that's the one where they were so advanced, and they were basically challenging God at that point, and they were building a structure to like the way they phrase it in the Bible.
It was going up to the heavens, huh?
Yeah, they were building a tower that was going up to the heavens because they were so advanced. They figured out a way to build architecture that tall,
right? And
the science that they had available to them at that time, was making them rival God to an extent, and then that's why he destroyed it.
Oh, okay.
Right. And I've been hearing more and more theories about this ancient civilizations as a whole. That's really been like turning me around to the idea.
What percentage of world history do you believe is fake?
I think all of human history from like the Roman Empire to now is real. But I think there's a whole underlying back current of history that we'll never hear.
And why do you think that?
Mainly just because there are people on top who have been there for a while, and they're controlling all the power in the world.
So you do think that there's secret societies?
I think there's secret societies. I said there are secret societies. I think it's just extremely unlikely that a secret society is controlling every little thing.
Oh, okay.
I think there's different companies and different
societies
powers at play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're all fighting with each other.
Well, yeah, because haven't you ever heard of the 13 families, the 13 richest families?
Yeah, you were telling me about
and
this.
they control a little bit of everything. But like, let's say this family controls the food, while that family controls the wealth, and that family controls the population. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird landscape, because then you look at somebody like Elon Musk, right? Who is one of the richest men in the entire world, but he's not listed in like one of these families. He's not part of any of these societies.
Well, yeah, because imagine being that rich that you're off every grid.
Yeah, But if anybody could, it'd be somebody who has the billions of dollars to make fucking.
Yeah, but there's people out there who aren't on the Forbes list. Like all the oil people in the Middle East, they're not on the Forbes list.
They're not. I don't think they're just part of our culture. You know.
That too. So we're only taking account of people
in the like first world countries.
Yeah, we're only taking people. We're only accounting those people. But like I said, maybe there's people so rich that they don't even want to be mentioned in the media at all.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of different powers at play, right? Like, have you ever heard of the Emerald Tablet, like on TikTok?
Maybe.
The Emerald Tablet is a tablet that was supposed to contain a plethora of knowledge when it came to like alchemy, right? And God, I feel like an idiot. Hold on, let me remember his fucking name. Okay, there it is. So Sir Isaac Newton was actually obsessed with the Emerald Tablet. For the last 30 years of his life, all he focused on was alchemy and trying to figure out like the Philosopher's Stone, because the Emerald Tablet supposedly contained information on how to make the Philosopher's Stone.
Before?
Sir Isaac Newton?
No.
The Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter made it famous. They took an actual historical event and then turned it fictional. Okay. But Sir Nicholas Flamel is an actual person and not just a Harry Potter character who supposedly figured out the Philosopher's Stone and became immortal and disappeared off the face of the earth. Right? And Sir Isaac Newton was researching the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone and the Emerald Tablet, and he claimed to have found a version of it and then started to like decrypt it and write it in his own messages, and they found it in his writings. But all of his writings were locked up after he passed away, so nobody knows what was in them, right? But I think instances like that are strange, where like, let's just say there is a means of creating like eternal life, which I don't think there is. But let's just say in this outlandish situation there was. They made a stone that can turn metal into gold and made you live forever. It would make sense why somebody in a high position of power, like a secret society, would try to control that information and restrict people from getting it, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think like for the most part, what we know about our human history is correct. But I'm sure there's something about our creation or something about our past that we don't know, that somebody does.
I feel like they only started lying about our history just recently. Probably like 100 years ago.
No, I think it's been going on a lot longer, because Sir Isaac Newton was looking into that kind of things like way back in the 1800s or 1700s.
No. I mean about them lying about our history. Like, maybe like how they tried to disprove Tesla so much.
Oh yeah,
Tesla wasn't Tesla in like the 20s.
Yeah, he was in the 20s. I think he lived to be like 76, which is crazy because you don't hear anything about his later years.
You don't hear anything about how intelligent he was, and
they just make him sound like a quack.
Yeah,
but he was actually onto something, and he is the father of everything that we have today.
Yeah,
he was already theorizing it and looking into it. You know, Thomas Edison just took his ideas and made them more profitable to companies, and that's why his name is remembered. But Nikola Tesla was the one who was actually out here creating things.
He wanted to have free energy for everybody.
And he wanted everybody to have, he wanted people to be able to communicate across the globe, which we already do. He wanted people to have free energy that was abundant, which we now have. Well, it's not free.
But he literally wanted people to live free.
Yeah, he wanted people to be able to like turn on their lights for free without having to worry about it. Like fire. You don't charge anybody for fucking fire. And he wanted energy to be like that. But the people that were in charge of energy at the time, like Rockefeller, didn't like that, because he wasn't going to make no money if energy was free. Because the coal that he was mining to power things wouldn't be useful anymore. The wood that he was obtaining that they would use to burn things for energy wouldn't be useful. The steel he was producing, the copper, everything that he was making his money off of, Tesla was trying to negate and make useless. And so he stopped funding them, and he made them look fucking crazy.
Damn, that's one guy I would love to talk to.
Rockefeller?
No, Tesla.
Oh yeah, I would love to talk to Tesla.
I don't think he speaks English, huh?
No, he does.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
he was based out of New York, Long Island.
Oh.
He's an American hero, and we never hear about him.
Yeah. You know who we never hear of? The person who invented plumbing. He is a true hero.
He is a true hero. A dirty hero.
A dirty hero, but he's a hero.
Okay, I think we should start wrapping it up because now I'm thinking of more conspiracy theories. Like they found an ancient civilization in the Grand Canyon.
I think I told you about that one.
You said they found a cave, but I started researching into it. Well, I stumbled upon it, and I got information on what they were looking into. I also found some things on some crop circles and messages from aliens and just a bunch of other shit. So maybe we'll touch upon it in the next episode. Or maybe I'll do a mission log. We could do a mission log where we just go over some conspiracy theories for the whole thing.
That's what I did with my last mission log. Sort of.
Okay, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. We'll bring it up next episode because I do want to touch upon some of this stuff.
Yeah. And hey, look at the time.
Oh shit! Yeah, we do have to wrap up. Oh, 136. We actually did go longer. Congratulations, us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have anything that you want to say to the audience before we go, or?
No.
All right. Make sure you guys tune in next episode. We're gonna be making some special announcements moving forward. We do have some plans for the 50th episode, but again, we're gonna talk about that in the next one. Until then, I hope you beautiful people have a great rest of your day, and see you all next week.
This concludes the Moon Men podcast. The end.